Hello, puzzle fans. Welcome back. This is Sokobond Express. Although, before we begin, a quick plug for the charity stream. Tomorrow. Today is Sunday. I had Friday. I've got Monday off and I had Friday off, so my days are all mixed up. Today is Sunday. The charity stream is tomorrow. If you would like to come along and say hello and wish me luck for 12 hours of... I'm not going to say 12 hours of Balatro, but... Alright, this is Sokobond Express. You may have seen the game Sokobond, which I have played on the channel, and the game Cosmic Express, which I have not played on the channel. Can't remember. It's been a long time. It's both of those games at once, so it's like a sequel to both by Dragneck and Friends. And I've played it a little bit already, and I really like it. And I thought, oh no, I'll make a video. I wasn't going to make a video before the charity stream, but I thought, why not make a charity stream preamble video. Warm up the old vocal cords, you know what I mean? Unique New York. Exactly. In Sokobond you had to push sorry, I'm gonna skip through this just so that everyone's name can be shown. Any big names in there? Any big names? Probably. Hey, there he is. There's my boy. What was I saying? In Sokobond you push the molecules around, Sokoband style. In a Cosmic Express you had to make a line where the train goes to pick up the aliens and drop them off their respective stations. In this you have to do both. So let's do Alpha 4 just briefly. Oh no, it shows you that I've already done it. Oh no. So carbon has 4 electrons. Sorry, I don't know anything about science, chemistry. So that means when it goes past a hydrogen, which has 1, it picks it up. And then it shows you the shape, what you've already made. And the idea is to try and pick everything up, but also get back to the end. But the station can only go in one way. So like this will be fine. Yay, watch it will pick everything up. Yay. But now we've got to get back into the end. And this game has what we were talking about and what somebody mentioned, Poor Ponky mentioned in the comments of Polychrome is a different game. The colour mixing line drawing game, where you can draw arbitrary line segments to just plan things in advance. So obviously we know this has to happen, like that has to happen, because you can't enter the station from any other way, so that has to be correct. Once you've picked up a molecule, you can't then crash anything space chem style. That now doesn't work, so you also have to be careful of that. And the UI is readable, if a bit confusing to start with, but once you understand what it's showing you, so it's previewing me here that there are 3 molecules left for the carbon, and the shape of the hydrogen is like that. And we can't change this either, so this has to happen, and we know that this can't go this way, so this has to go this way for sure. We can pick up this hydrogen. The molecules can leave the... that doesn't work. The molecules can leave the board, as we will see just coming up here. There's nothing saying that this hydrogen has to stay on the board. Helium is rare on Earth, but abundant elsewhere in the universe. Some people believe that mining on the moon could be a viable alternate source. Good to know. And then much like Sokobond, and Cosmic Express, each colour and area on the map introduces a new mechanic. So for example, Green, I think, was the first one where there were things with multiple bonds. There we go. I feel like there's something missing that, like, it should tell me what this is. Because it's explaining what it is. Like, the other one said it was helium, yeah, fine, but this one just says bacteria can do more than just make us sick, and it's like, okay, what does that have to do with this? I don't know, I don't know anything about science. Am I supposed to know that this is di-oxygen hydrobromide? Anyway. Because the levels have names. Is there an option that I've neglected to pick? Is that what's happened? Resume main menu, graphics, dark mode. Thank you. Full screen resolution with frame rate options. Audio, interface, gameplay. Unlock all levels, delete all process. Hold button to draw line. Do I care about that? I think I've internalised that already. Alright, this level I didn't do, or managed to do. Hint system, obviously, H. So this says it's level beta 5, but I feel like this level should be called maybe the thing that I'm going to make. Alright, so this, obviously we know this has to be correct. There's an oxygen here just hanging out outside the realms of the board. Okay, so if we bond the hydrogen to the nitrogen, then the hydrogen's done. But I think it makes double bonds automatically, so this doesn't work because now we've spent all of the spare electrons. Obviously in Sokobond you bonded, and you could do that multiple times to decide what you were bonding where, so... Whoops. Oh no. Right click and hold it to get rid of that. Sorry, excuse me, let me take another sip of my tea. How is everybody then? Hope you're doing alright. I have been playing Balatro on my Switch, but I haven't played it much on Steam because I want to have a fresh save file for Monday's hijinks. Alright, so we know we can't pick up the nitrogen first, because if we pick up the nitrogen first, then as soon as we bond it to one of the two oxygens, we have failed. So let's pick up an oxygen. The problem with picking up an oxygen is then it becomes quite hard to get this nitrogen bound to it in some way. Unless, of course, we... You can't go through the square, even though the oxygen is now gone. Like this, you can't draw a line through it. Like, we're never getting that nitrogen done, are we? So, let's undo this. Yeah, that's an interesting... If we bond it on this side, we're not getting it picked up. If we bond it on this side, we're not getting it picked up. But if we do this, then we are not able to do it at all. Is this incorrect? Is that assumption incorrect? It can't be. Because there's just no way to do this. And then because it's in the corner, it has to be like this. But that means I can't, you know, go around... No, I'm not getting that bound properly. I can't go all the way around the oxygen and bind it later because, as I say, I block myself off from this. And yeah, that just doesn't work. That's just not going to be the answer. I should clarify, just for the record, that 1, 2 and 3 are the simple ones. Once you've done 1, 2 and 3, you get progress to the next area, and then 4 and 5 are like your optional ones in that mechanic, so they're not all this hard. And that was the same in the Cosmic Express map as well. There were some easier ones that you could do to progress, and then some harder ones in that same theme. So for this to bond here, like, it needs to be like this shape, right? And hook in with this. So it has to be like hydrogen, oxygen there, and oxygen there, and then I like come up or something along those lines. But this one hanging outside of the thing just really is quite unhelpful. Let's just double check that that is definitely not going to work in any way, shape or form. No, of course not. I've got no spare electrons left now, so... I was just double checking that, folks. So like this also... This would be nice if this oxygen were on this side here. That would be the answer. But clearly it is not the answer. Trying to work out in which meaningful way can I bond this. Again, this is a bit awkward because then I don't get out of here properly. That's gross. Oh, I can bond it from the outside like that. But again, then I don't get back out and back in, so... And it also doesn't help. Can't make this L shape very easily unless I bond to this one. But I can only, because this is hanging outside of the gameplay area. It's quite hard to get this one where I need it to be. So like that is obviously fine. That is also acceptable, but then, you know. Really, it needs to be that in reverse. But that is asking a lot, because... As I say, I can only bond this to the right-hand side of something because it's hanging outside of the... outside of the zone. It's either this or it's either this. Because it's not up and around, because then I don't get out. Oh, this one's hard, isn't it? This one's tough. See, that does seem quite nice. But again, I suppose I could bond it to the top. I haven't tried anything like this, have I? No. Aha! Ha 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 ha! I did that classic puzzle game mistake of assuming one thing for too long and not trying something else. Assuming that I had to have this shape, and I didn't think about maybe having a straight line shape instead. And then as soon as I changed my assumptions, I solved the puzzle immediately. Mars gets its reddish-brown colour from the iron oxide molecules on its surface. You don't have to go to space to see iron oxide, though. It's more commonly known as rust. Sensible chuckle magazine. Good lord. Alright, let me... so... Gamma was adding electrons. So the hydrogen wouldn't do anything until an electron was added to it. Boom, roasted. An ion is just an electrically charged atom. There we go, we know that now. And level 5 was the hardest one of these. Pick you up. Yeah, pick you up. Pick you up there. Oh yeah, and then make it a square at the very end. That one took me a long time. That one did take me a long time. Saliva helps dissolve food, okay. And then let's have a quick look at what a mechanic is in Delta, because I don't know. Is it just harder levels for a bit? It might just be harder levels for a bit. Oh no! I didn't know that was a thing. I didn't know it had to finish all in the board. I've been done. So it has to be this shape. Or this shape, admittedly, but... Oh, that makes picking up the hydrogen very annoying. Alright, so this mechanic is... oh, don't forget that all the molecules have to actually finish inside the board. Keep all molecules inside the play area. Safe zone. I got an achievement. You can't see that on my... You can't see that via OBS, but... Despite not knowing why it worked, ancient civilizations noticed the disinfectant power of copper and used it to sterilize wounds and treat drinking water. But I don't know why that works either. Right. That's Sokobond Express. Great game. I spent the whole video trying to think of a... Do you expect me to... die, Mr. Talk? No, I expect you to bond. It's not that funny. I tried. Alright, thank you so much for watching. If you want to see more of literally anything that I do, please let me know. Like, I'm all for that. I'm all for playthroughs of puzzle games. I try not to do that, mostly because I know other people do that, and it's like, it'll be just 2 hours of me just going, I'm dense. Yes, and obviously don't forget, you can forget, obviously I'm not the boss of you, the charity stream tomorrow, 10 AM, Greenwich Mean Time, for 12 hours, fun and games to be had there while we raise money for cats protection. So, thank you so much for watching. Oh, let me switch back to the... look at that! I'm getting good at this now, aren't I? Yeah. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you want to see more. Other than that, I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.